Corpse Party, Book of Shadows is rated M for individuals 17 and up. For intense violence, blood and gore, sexual themes, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised.
はいはい、あの子は今日も部屋から一歩も出てきません。相変わらず空想の友達の話をしています。私がそんな子はいないのよって説明すると、見たこともないような恐ろしい形相で、あの子のあんな顔見たこともない。先生、明るくて元気で、
お母さん、
朗らかだったあの子はどこへ行ったのでしょ
う。落ち着いてお母さん、正念場ですよ。ここは気を強く持って。娘さんはもっと辛いのです。今我々が見放してしまったら、彼女を守ってあげられる人はいなくなる。私も可能な限りバックアップします。一緒に元気なナオミちゃんを取り戻しましょう。
はい、ありがとうございます。少し心が落ち着きました。では様子を見てきます。
ええ、気をつけて。あまり刺激を与えないように。
ナオミ、ナオミ、もう寝ちゃった？お母さんだよ。開けるよ。ナオミ、またそこにいるの？立ちっぱなしじゃ足痛いでしょ。ベッドに座ったら？お母さんね、今日いいことがあったの。お買い物に行ったらね、ペットショップにすっごく可愛い子猫がいて、ほら前にナオミが飼いたがってたでしょ。茶色い毛並みのスコティッシュちゃん。その子がずっとこっちを見てるの。お母さん、ケージから離れられなくてね、ナオミにも会わせたいなって。ね、明日一緒に出かけない？学校は休んでもいいって先生が許してくれたよ。サボっちゃってお買い物行こうよ。いや、かな。ねえ、ナオミ、どうしてそこにいるの？そこに誰かいるの？
聖子。
ナオミ、あのね、冷静に聞いてね。お母さんも知りたいんだ、あなたの友達のこと。あなたのクラスの聖子ちゃんっていつからいるの？
ずっと。
あなたのクラスって
2年9組。
うん、そうだよね。みんなとっても仲のいい素敵なクラスだって聞いてるよ。だけどね、だけどどの子に聞いてもね、
出てって。どうせ信じてくれないくせに出てってよ。出てって。信じてないのに信じてるふりをして、私のことをおかしいと思ってるんでしょ。
ナオミ、手を痛めるよ。やめて。いい、そんな子はいないよ。気をしっかり持って。
気は確かよ。おかしいのはみんなよ。
落ち着きなさい。
うるさいな。みんなどうかしてるんだ。私が正しいんだ。
ナオミ！ナオミ、お願い、落ち着いて。
離して。
お薬よ。ナオミ、落ち着けるよ。楽になるよ。ナオミ、飲みなさい。飲むの。
やだ。どうして誰も信じてくれないの。
雨音が消えゆく頃、闇に立ち上る太陽、悲しみに濡れる君のその頬をそっと照らすために、
Hey guys, RavenSylphe. Oh boy, it's back. This Corpse Party Book of Shadows. We're gonna give it a try. I'm not sure if we're gonna go far with it. The playstyle is a lot different from the original one, and I guess the story goes a lot differently. I'm gonna mess with the options while I'm talking. I'm gonna turn off voices so we can have that fun again. I'm sorry, I've got a cold at the moment. I was really hoping my medicine would kick in before I started this. Just mess around in here. Okay. We'll see how this goes. And there's my video camera. I don't know where it was. I hope that's in the video, in the game audio, and not in my headphones. I need to get a set of headphones instead of earphones. But yeah, the cam is on trial. We'll see how it goes. If you guys like it, then maybe I'll keep it. I'm feeling kind of confident today, so I decided to show my face. I think it looks good. Okay, let's do this. I guess it must be the first chapter. This will be fun. Ah, what lovely weather. I wonder how Ayumi's faring at school today. I hope she's enjoying herself. The spirits seem unusually active again, though. And there's the old sense of unease too, the same one Ayumi and I have been feeling all our lives, but stronger than ever. I don't like it one bit. I can sense its presence. It's gotten very, very close. But that's preposterous, right? I'm probably just imagining things. Maybe it would be best if I talked with her about it. I only hope nothing bad happens. When does this take place? I wonder, is this like, this take place after, or Naomi, flop. I threw down my bag, collapsed onto the bed, and stared up at the ceiling. Apparently this one plays kind of... I think my headphones are dying. Or my earphones are dying. Great. Because it's making weird noises. The familiar lighting, the familiar patterns I knew so well, and that familiar stain in the corner. I remember when my dad made that stain. It was my 5th birthday. Oh. It was my 5th birthday, and he just opened a can of soda I'd been shaking. Staring up at my ceiling was something I'd done a million times before, but today it felt strange, though I'd just come from doing the exact same thing. And I'm not talking the general act of lying in bed and looking up, but a more specific sense that I'd experienced that singular moment in time once before. Excuse me. I believe the term you're looking for is déjà vu. Supposedly déjà vu signifies that a new destiny has just been born within you. So, congratulations, Nakashima. You may be a whole new person now. So said the class rep, making light of the situation in her usual creepy way, but maybe she was right. I had been more cognizant of my actions since then. Usually, if I pay too much attention to every little thing I do, I begin obsessing, and then I just give myself a headache and end up calling it quits. But the déjà vu was real. But this déjà vu is real, and it was far stronger than it had any right to be. It wasn't your run-of-the-mill spooky feeling. It was all-encompassing. Or what was her voice again? It was a southern accent, right? No matter where you go in this house, it all smells like you, Naomi. Is this heaven? I swear, Seiko, doesn't it feel like this has all happened once before? What has? You sleeping over here? And then the next day we were both like, hey, let's go clothes shopping. Don't you remember? Haha, surely you jest. Long have I sought to capture thee and infiltrate the walls of this holy temple, but today marks my first successful conquest. I think that's my headphones. You guys probably can't hear it, but it's driving me nuts. Yeah, I guess that isn't the sort of thing I'd half forget quite so easily. It must just be my imagination. Yeah. Yeah. Finally, our flag has been planted, Seiko and Naomi together at last. You bet this is going to be lots of fun. But what's all this about a flag? Oh, I think you know. And so began my first ever slumber party with Seiko. The moment 5th period ended that day, we tore right out of school and loaded up on all the junk food and drinks we could carry. Seiko and I had been friends forever, but neither of us had stayed at the other's house before, so we were both pretty excited. This was going to be fun. Naomi, do you mind if I make a quick call home? The kids know where I'll be, but I should still check in since I didn't have the chance to swing by. Sure, go ahead. Do you need to use the landline? No, my cell phone will be just fine. I just worry about the poor little you know? He'd be sad if I didn't at least call. I think my accent's changed though since I first did it. No problem, you do your thing and I'll take a quick bathroom break. Hehehe. I exited my room, glancing behind me to see Seiko holding her cell phone to her head with one hand while flashing me a peace sign with the other. The mere idea that there'd be a friend waiting for me in my room when I got back was just so exciting. Oh, the things we could talk about that night. Where should we start? What story should we tell? Aw, poor little darlings. Yeah, okay. Looks like Dad's going to be late coming home tomorrow. So head your way after the festival cleanup and all the goodbyes. Then we can get ready for Dad's special surprise together, okay? Yep. Give all my love to the others and make sure you all tuck in tonight so you don't catch colds. Take care, you. They holding up okay? Sure are, which means I've got nothing to worry about. I can enjoy my time with you to the fullest. Sounds like you're ready to have some fun. Oh. And I'll bet you are too. What kind of slumber party is this? So what should we talk about? Anything you'd like. I'm just glad to have this blissful opportunity. I really can't say why I felt so shy and embarrassed. The two of us were always together after all. Changing the setting from school to my personal space just seemed to bring us a lot closer. I found myself staring at Seiko's face, as if studying it. Did she always look like that? This was someone who regarded me as a friend. All kinds of inane thoughts were swimming through my head, and for some reason they were making me really nervous. Hey, you know what we've got? We've got that chocolate soda Chocolate soda? That'd be any good. We bought? Want to try it out? Do I? Just try and stop me. I took up the bottle. We'd purchased and poured its fizzy contents into the 2 cups. It had the faintest tinge of chocolate color, but was otherwise clear. As it hit the bottom of each cup, the familiar comforting sizzle of carbonic acid rising from liquid echoed forth amidst a froth of bubbles. I can speak. Well, it's sure pretty color, but what do we do with the rest of it if it sucks? We take it with us into school tomorrow and offer it to everyone. Make like we're being real nice, see? Hey, that's a good idea. Alright, here you go, Seiko. Thanks. Okay, let's drink it down on the count of 3. Sounds good. 1, 2, 3. Gulp, 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 gulp. Damn, that's good. Apparently it's good. Doesn't sound good, but... Before I knew it, we were up to our old tricks, talking on and on like we always did at school. We smiled and laughed and felt joy all at the same time, spending this time together. We could each forget all our troubles for a while. This was the kind of friend that comes along only once in a lifetime. I was starting to get really sentimental and I had no idea why. I certainly could admit it to her, though, or I'd never hear the end of it. Aww, I just kept thinking to myself, I really hope Seiko and I can be friends like this clean? You mean clear into adulthood? For the rest of our lives, even. Maybe it was that weird sense of camaraderie one tends to feel during overnight field trips. I don't know. Miss Nakashima, this food is stupendous. Come on, Naomi, say ah. Ah? Thank you. That's Mom. Thank you. You two certainly are close, aren't you? You probably can't even hear the difference in my voice. I'm terrible at this. I've heard so much about you, Shinohara, that I feel I simply had to meet you one of these days. Oh, Naomi's been talking about me, has she? Oh, all the time. During meals, you're always a hot topic around here. She never fails to have some story about where you two went or what you did. Oh, ho, ho, ho. So I've been accepted by the family then. My tears of joy overflow at the prospect. I must be red as a beet right now. Seiko. Oh, and it's not just you. Naomi also loves talking about... wait. I screwed up. Oh, and it's not just you. Naomi also loves talking about that Satoshi Mochida boy. Whenever he comes up, she just gets so excited. I think she likes. Mom! Ixnay on the Atoshi say, okay? Sorry, dear. Oh, don't worry. I know all about her feelings toward her beloved Mochida. Naomi may seem like a strong girl, but she's really quite the shy one. Seiko, stop. Just stop. Well, you're certainly well informed. What's you and I have a girls' night out sometime. And I'm getting stuffed up. Sorry. I'll treat you to something good, and in return, you tell me everything you know about Naomi from school. It would be an honor and a privilege, Miss Nakashima. Hey, come on now. Well then, have you two gotten sufficiently stuffed? I've drawn a bath, so you should head in while the water's still warm. I assume you'll both be okay in together since you're both girls now. Damn straight, my flag is firmly planted now. The day is totally won. What are you talking about? Are we really going to bathe together? And seriously, what's with all this flag business about? Never mind that. Just come on, Mrs. Nakashima. We're going to borrow your bathroom. I keep getting stuffed up. Like my nose is like clogging up. It's weird. Roger that. Make sure you two get nice and warm. Seiko and I removed the lapels from our school uniforms and the way to the bathroom dressing area. I still felt a little uncomfortable, so I suggested we bathe separately after all. But Seiko just mumbled that resistance is futile and said about taking my clothes off. With only a few swift... What am I... Should I be recording? With only a few swift movements, she had my whole outer uniform stripped away in no time at all. She was a bona fide pro, a real expert at taking people's clothes off, disturbingly well practiced. Ah, hot. Oof, no kid in the hot water at your house doesn't mess around. Yeah, Mom likes to run the world's hottest baths. I keep telling her that when you're soaking, lower temperatures are better, but she never listens. Oh well. Achoo. What's this? Is your body feeling chilled? Well then, take this. Aha! What are we doing? What's going on? You're going to catch a cold if you're not careful. You've got to be quicker at taking off your clothes, Naomi. Come on, don't be shy. Here, look this way. Seiko had such a dumb, self-satisfied expression on her face as she scooped up water in the basin and dumped it over our heads. I think you're unshy enough for the both of us. I mean, you're the one who tore off all my clothes like they were paper. Well, I do bathe my little brothers every day, so I've gotten pretty good at speed stripping other people. Okay, that makes sense, actually. Anyway, you need to loosen up. Let's take this opportunity to deepen our friendship. Yes. You've thoroughly broken me out of my shell. Now, how about I wash your back? Have a seat. Oh, how? Yes, please. I don't like that the screen is... Oh. Never mind. I liked it better. I lathered up a brand new silk towel with body soap and began washing Seiko's back, marveling at her perfect complexion. I keep trying to talk in an accent. I never noticed before just what a classic beauty she was with her cinnamon hair. I bought this special just for you, so I hope you're enjoying it. How's it feel? Yeah, that's it right there. And that's when all language broke down and the sounds emanating from the bathroom began resembling strange animalistic cries rather than human speech. How? Cut it out, you sound demented. Just a little farther up, please. Here? Yeah, that's... What? I made you itchy, I'll bet. Alright, hold still. It didn't take long for Seiko's back to become completely enveloped in soap suds, but I could still detect a reaction to every touch. I'm not. Don't tell me you're ticklish. Guess the secret's out. I'm really, really ticklish. Yeah, that's exactly the noises I make when I get tickled. Well, in that case, I'll thoroughly wash you. It's a thorough wash you shall get. Yeah, you're so on the offensive today, are you? Wait, stop. Yeah. What was that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my finger work. Oh my god. I was on for sure, but nothing was going to stop me from giving Seiko's back the full treatment. Her back. After all, her room today was spent setting up the culture festival, so we were both pretty dusty, and nice scrubbing is exactly what we both needed. Stop squirming, hold still. You can pretend. I'm not gonna make sex noises for you people, because that's all it's gonna turn into. Man, Seiko, you're really slender. Your shoulder blades are incredible, like a cat's. Are they? I really can't see them, so I wouldn't know. But for you, it's all about that sexy, sexy collarbone. What? You sound like an old fogey or something. But so beautiful and so big. I don't think that's my collarbone you're staring at. As I gazed at Seiko staring at my chest with hungry eyes, I suddenly had another flash of deja vu, an uncomfortable one. My eyes drifted to her neck. There was some sort of mark there, a bruise that wrapped all the way around. Seiko, what happened to your neck? Did you scratch yourself or something? Something there? It's pretty faint, but there's a red mark. Don't remember injuring myself or anything. The bruise on her neck, though slight, looked less spotty than you'd expected if it were made by human hands. It seemed more even, like it was from cloth. Probably a result of wearing her kimono cord tied around her neck all day for the red bean soup stand. What a shame to see her pure white skin so damaged. I hope it heals soon, whatever it is. Naomi? I can't hold back any longer. Huh? What now? God. Oh God. I just gotta grab that ass. Oh my God. Yeah! Chase on. Seiko, seriously, cool down, girl. I think you're gone totally mental on me. I just can't help myself. There's no picture for that. Okay, thank you. Sorry. You know, we do have a spare futon. Don't worry, I'm fine right where I am. Two people sharing a single bed would make for a warm night, but if either of us rolled over, the other was going to wind up clean on the floor. I offered the bed to her and was pretty willing to spend the night on a roll-out futon, but she wouldn't have it. Well, as long as you don't feel too crowded, I guess this is fine. It's all warm and cozy. I love it. If only I could kiss you like this, I'd die a happy woman. With that, she puckered her lips into a shape resembling the number 3. And looked at her, and looked at me expectantly. What had gotten into her? No, we'd better not. Happy woman or no, I'd hate to see you die. Oh, damn, hoisted. I was just thinking, this is really fun. It was around that point that I'd started to realize the truth about Seiko. After all, if an outsider were to witness her blatant act of harassment and my complete dismissal of it, they'd assume we were more than friends, too. But you'd make such a cute couple. But it's not like I was actually in love with her. I really didn't feel that way at all. Stop lying to yourself. I just thought of her as a very dear friend, and figured this closeness we had was pretty normal. It seemed natural, in fact, that our behavior would lead to a third-party misunderstanding every now and again, and I'd just have to set the record straight. But honestly, even when situations like that arose, they were pretty fun in their own strange, silly sort of way. You know, this is the first time I've ever had a friend over. This is my first sleepover, too. Sure beats lying in bed alone, I'll tell you what. Ow! Oh, you okay? I might have slapped you a little too hard back there. You sure did put your back into it, slugger. But don't worry, I'm just fine. Seiko was rubbing her face lightly where I struck her, but smiling from cheek to cheek. Sorry again. Hey, how about I come stay over at your place next time? What do you say? Oh, I say yes, yes. That way I can introduce you to the little ones. You are absolutely welcome anytime. Thanks. The moonlight crept its way in through my bedroom window, giving the whole room a dreamlike glow. Soon enough, I was beginning to nod off. Where was I? Was I dreaming? No, it was just my room. I could feel Seiko's warmth next to me. Or maybe I was somewhere else entirely in this whole world. All of my life's experiences were just one big dream. That doesn't sound good. Man, it's hard to form a coherent thought when you're dead tired. Well, tomorrow's a big day. Let's get some sleep. You said it. From a sleepover right into a culture festival, we're true challengers. Don't you dare oversleep. If you do, I'm pulling back the blankets and putting an ice pack on your stomach. Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm an early riser. I put middle-aged women to shame. I'll hold you to that. Anyway, good night, Seiko. Good night. Wow, that was quick. Seiko must have been exhausted. I could hear calm, telltale grunts and rhythmic breathing. I can actually hear breathing. It's kind of groupy. I was like, what the hell is that noise? And she was out cold, and it was contagious. I couldn't get over just how much warmth her body was generating. The previous night was so cold, but this was perfect. She was like a hot water bottle. So warm. Whoa, you're awake? I can hear your voice even from the deepest sleep, Naomi. You've experienced that before during class, remember? Is that some kind of ESP or something? And wait, were you sleeping during class? That's not good. Hey, I have a question. In the future, even after you get married, will you still spend time with me like this? What? Of course I will. Talk about a bolt from the blue. It's a weird way to say that. For true? For true. Another weird way to say that. Is that something lost in translation, or is that actually like a Japanese thing? Or is it just not something I've heard before? For true. I mean, we're friends, you know? Through thick and thin, and we always will be. Thanks. Man, you're really a spaz sometimes, you know that? Seiko yanked the covers up over her head like some girly anime heroine. If she really did think of me as more than a friend, how was I supposed to react? Naomi? Let's always be together. You bet. Good night, Seiko. Good night. Seiko and I seem to be thinking the same thing. We were both so happy, and there was another side to the coin. There was a certain awkwardness as well. It was a strange sensation. Oh, there's that breathing again. It scared me. Soon enough, Seiko began moaning and breathing heavily for real. She had fallen fast asleep facing me, curled into a fetal position. As I lay there staring at her head, my hand moved of its own volition and began gently stroking her hair. Strangely, it didn't feel awkward or embarrassing at all. Perhaps because I knew she was asleep. It just felt natural. I slid my hand more toward her back and continued rubbing her head gently, like a mother would her child. What a lovely shape her head has. Perfectly round. I just keep stroking her hair, thinking about this and that. Suddenly, she clung to me and buried her face in my chest. Was she still half awake? What a strange scene this was, but just for tonight, I was willing to let it slide. There, there. Good girl. Good girl.